Sunday with Ola 285. I'm trying out some new drums. I hope you'll enjoy them. I thought they were pretty sick. They're from Craig Reynolds and GGD. And they sound pretty fucking good, I must say. I felt really inspired to do this, so hope you like it. And there she blows. Like a queen on a midday of Sunday with Ola. What's up, everyone? Welcome. Sunday with Ola 285. Glad to have you here. Yes, that was Craig Reynolds' drum pack from GGD. Not sponsored, but I did get it for free. Okay, I just wanted to check it out. And I must say, it really got me inspired. That kid sounds fucking insane. Also, Craig Reynolds is fucking insane too. Anyways, what about this guitar? The fact is we don't really have any new guitar for this Sunday. How about that? No new guitar, Ola? What's wrong with you? Well, this is just the old, you know, the chop that we had. That was really fucking sick. So there you go, that's it. Ha! It's May 3rd. What's up? What are you guys doing? Welcome. Sunday with Ola. Let's head into the news. I'm deeply uncomfortable with the amount of old men here. Can you see that I've changed clothes, by the way? Magic! I'm no longer interested in playing blues or whatever the hell keeps attracting y'all. Grace Bowers has quit YouTube over the number of old-ass creeps. What the fuck happened? Bowers has also once again distanced herself from the blues, saying she wants to make music for her own generation. Okay. If you're unfamiliar with Grace Bowers, don't you worry. I'm also a little bit unfamiliar with this lady. I saw her, I think like a month or so back, but I saw her play. She's fucking brilliant. Very short-lived. It seems that she deleted her channel. Over the years, her presence has grown on social media too. At the time of writing, her Instagram account has 428k followers and her YouTube has 60,000 subscribers. However, Bauer voiced her discomfort at the growth of her YouTube channel and spoke out against the old-ass creeps who are making her feel uncomfortable. Bye, YouTube, she writes. I'm deeply uncomfortable with the amount of old men here. I'm no longer interested in playing blues or whatever the hell keeps attracting y'all. I'm done. To the people who were kind, sorry others ruined it. I appreciate you. I'm making music for my own generation now. Quit comparing me to the dead people of the past. There you go, right there. And to me, as an old guy, you know, gatekeeping metal to my fullest, I can definitely see this happening in the blues world as well. It cannot be easy to be an up-and-coming young lady guitar player. And, oh my god, I just cannot fathom the amount of shit someone would get for that. Speaking earlier this year, she said, nothing pisses me off more than someone throwing a label on me. I'm 19. The music I play now versus the music I played when I was 16 or 17 is vastly different. Oh my god. She's only fucking 19, man, and she's already getting this bullshit. That's just a fucking shame. And it also just shows the fucking state of internet today. Well done, guys. Well done. Accept recruits Metallica, Judas Priest, Pantera, Scorpions, Ghost members for 50th anniversary album Teutonic Titans 1976 to 2020. 26. Led by guitarist Wolf Hoffman, the longtime architect of Accept Sound, the band is joined by staggering 50 guests across 19 reimagined versions of their biggest tracks. There's no way to celebrate this 50-year anniversary than have our musical peers, friends, and inspiration come together with us to record these classic Accept songs, which I'm honored and proud to share with the world. I hope everyone enjoys this very special record as much as we'll be enjoying making it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Accept, man. Rob Halford, Phil Anselmo, Kirk Hammett, Tobias Forge. Oh, that's Wolf right there.
Re-recorded some of our biggest hits with some of the biggest names.
Hell yeah. So we have Ray Lewis here, Phil Anselmo, Kirk Hammett, Mickey D, Rob Halford, Billy Corgan, David Ellefson, Kiki Downing, Bobby Blitz. Damn, man. Chris Jericho, Billy Sheehan, Ola Englund, The Haunted. What the fuck? What? Yes, I am on this fucking album. How about that? Wolf reached out to me to ask me to play a solo or two on the song Run If You Can. Thank you. I don't know what to say. So I'm officially on an album together with all these cats. And it's an Accept album. How fucking cool is that? That's, dude. Shit. I'm gonna be terrible to work with in the future now that I have all these things that, you know, are really going my way. I'm gonna be like, well, you know, Ola Englund, who played on Accept album once. You know, that's how I'm gonna present myself in the future, just say. Also with that, Accept is playing Stockholm next week, and I'm actually gonna go and play a song with them live. How about that? They'll make a great fucking Adventures with Ola compared to the one that we have today. Anyways, how stoked am I? Holy shit. It's a complete fucking honor. Let's go. Florida court rules mostly in favor of Dean Guitar's parent company in Dimebag Darrell estate lawsuit. The court ruled Armadillo, that's Dean Guitar's, earned the Razorback trademark for years of prior use and good faith commercial activity. Just to quickly summarize, the Dimebag estate, and Armadillo Enterprises, which is Dean Guitarz, have been in a feud for quite a couple of years. And it's about the shapes, well, it's about the use of Dimebag's name, but also the guitar shapes that Dimebag made, like, you know, the Razorback and also the Stealth that was originally made by Washburn, or in conjunction with Washburn. And now, according to this federal court summary, it seems that Armadillo Distribution Enterprises, Dean Guitarz, win basically almost all of the counts, 11 out of 13. In short, this basically means that Dean Guitarz can still make the Razorback, they can still make the Stealth shape, and the Dime Guitarz camp can't. Which I think is like, it's such a shame, because then that means that Dime Guitarz can only do the culprit at this point. Unless they find, you know, a new shape that Dimebag didn't play. So it's really, oh my God. It's just terrible news. It is especially weird because Razorback was, you know, Dimebag's shape. He designed the shape back in the day. The Stealth, that's more of a, I think it's more of a gray area where, you know, they had the ML and they made the new Stealth together with Washburn. But after that, you know, I don't know. There must have been a contract somewhere that just fucked everything up, basically. So, very sad news for the Dime Guitarz camp right there. But I've actually seen that the culprits from Dime Guitarz are now very, very available. They exist, at least. So let's check it out. This is very interesting. I went to Thoman's website, who had listed the culprit guitars since a couple of months. But now I can't find them anymore, I think. They're gone. They removed the guitars. But they showed up at a fair in Poland, I think. They had a booth at, you know, the Melcon or whatever it was in Europe. I don't know where it was. I'm sorry if I said Poland. I don't remember what it was. But they showed up. There's pictures of them. And we're probably going to see them very, very soon. There's no problem with the culprit shape at all. It's all about the Razorback and the Stealth. But the problem is that everyone just wants the Stealth, man. And the I guess people want Razorback too. But, you know, the Stealth, it's that one, you know? That, the black one. It's God damn it, man. All right, so with that said, we're moving on to a lot of new music that's been released this past week. First single from Europe in a long time. You know the Swedish legendary band, The Final Countdown. The album is called Come This Madness, Chess one-on-one single. It features none other than Peter Stormare, another incredible Swedish guy and actor. And if you listen to the song, it's incredibly proggy. I really, really like this. I'm a huge fan of Jon Norum, the guitar player. I mean, I'm a fan of Europe as well, but you know, Jon Norum is one of the, you know, the legends of, you know, the Swedish guitar world, I would say, right next to Yngwie Malmsteen. It's cool to see that Europe are still going at it. I also met Joey Tempest yesterday, but that's for later, okay? Joey Tempest is the singer, all right? So new song, One-on-One, new album, Come This Madness, comes out September 25. Hell yeah. Another cool band that has a new song out is the band Loathe, who hasn't had new music in 6 years, I think. Nearly a year from delivering their stunning Gifted Every Strength single, the UK... Okay, so no. That was... Everything I said was not true. They did release music earlier. But they did release a new song for an upcoming album that's out July 17th. I really think that Loathe is a cool band because it really... It's electronic. It's like slamming. It's hardcore. It's there in between somewhere. And I really like that. Your shit is ass, by the way. Your shit, not mine. Hell yeah. So new Loathe music, new album coming, July 17. Let's go. Another cool little thing that came out this week was the Korn single that was made in conjunction with Diablo 4. Dude, Diablo 4 has been pushing it lately. I must say, Diablo 4, the new expansion pack, Hatred of the Lord of Hatred, which was, you know, on the guitar I showed last week, I said that, oh, that's Diablo. But everyone's like, no, that's Mephisto. Well, fist this, okay? So, Korn has now released a new single in conjunction with all of this. And it is an incredibly cool fucking video, I must say. Animated video. Check this out. I'm not sure how much we can watch of this without getting demonetized, but you know, I'm hoping that we can share a little bit of a moment together, listening and watching this beautiful animated, half-animated video, okay? And I was thinking, I was listening to the bass. It's so fieldy, but you know, fieldy is not, he's not playing. Isn't that weird? Is he even coming back? Is he coming back? Fieldy, are you coming back? We don't know. He's taking like a fucking 15-year hiatus or something. I don't know. I don't think they've announced officially that he left or anything. I still think he's on a really long hiatus. Anyways, take a look at that. Isn't that the coolest shit right there? It looked a little bit like Evangelion, to be honest. Look at that. That's a little bit of Evangelion right there. You know, that cool anime that I really like. So there you go. Bunch of new shit for this week. That was the news. Thank you. All right. Today, I'm going to the Grammys. So we're at the like a pre-drink party at Sony headquarters here in Slussen. And then we're getting bussed off to the venue where the actual Grammys are being held. So champagne and beer is free. which is very dangerous. And here's Jensen, ready to pick up his award. What do you think? What are the chances?
Slim to none. I think Ghost is gonna. They won like 8 Grammys last year. They're gonna win everything this year.
We're about to head in to have the dinner, which is like a traditional thing. I think just around this corner, we have the Stockholm Globe right there. Epic stadium in Stockholm. And if you play Microsoft Flight Sim, you can basically land on it. I'm vlogging right now, yes.
Håller på att vlogga eller? Vloggar, det är Grammys.
That's the general plebs right there. It's not us, you know, the VIPs. We go in here. It's sounding like I've already won the Grammy, but you know, we're not there yet. I think Ghost are gonna win, to be honest. We can always wish. Look at that. That's the Stockholm Globe. It's insane.
Och då ska vi fotas eller?
All right. This is going great.
Ingen som bryr sig.
Oh my God. It's extremely overwhelming. Holy shit. It's really interesting seeing like the clientele. Some people are just super dolled up. And here I am with my Black Dahlia hoodie. But we're sitting here at the, I think we're sitting at the round tables. Tja, Ola, tjena. Tjena, Ola heter jag. Hej Ola, trevligt. So my guess is that the paying people are staying over there. The actual artists stay here. So this is our table right here.
Börjar utnämnd till veckans punkt i Aftonbladet. 56.
Wow! De nominerade är... Där har du alla. Det här. Sabbat. Go. Ja, det här är rätt bra också. Vinnaren är Ghost!
Ghost, de massiv internationell framgångare i direkting på Dubbellistan med albumet Skeleton. Det var första gången bara 30 år.
Ghost won. This Adventures with Ola would have been a lot better if we won. Just saying. That was fun. Ha! So there you go. The Grammys. What a thing that is. No, it was really weird being at an award show like that, mixed with, you know, all the genres there. You know, hip hop, you had folk, you had jazz. It really had a cool thing with, you know, the clientele was just really cool because, you know, I came there as a male dude and everyone else came as, you know, the jazz guy or the folk guy or whatever, the hip hop guy. So in that sense, pretty fucking cool, must say. Unfortunately, we didn't win. You know, that sucks ass, but, you know, Ghost won, which I kind of expected them to win, to be honest, because they're just too big, man. They're taking over the world. But I think the highlight of the whole show for me, other than, you know, almost getting shit-faced and drinking all these free cocktails and beers and shit, was that I sat right next to Ludwig Göransson. He's an Academy Award-winning composer from Sweden. He did, you know, he did The Mandalorian. He did the Boba Fett, the story of Boba Fett, or book of Boba Fett, I think. He did the music for Oppenheimer and, you know, the Black Panther. You know, he's an incredibly talented composer, and you know, it's a big name, Ludwig Göransson. I was sitting right next to Ludwig Göransson's parents. His parents were there because obviously he's out working in the, you know, in LA or something. So I sat right next to his dad, and I got to talk to them, and very proud parents, I must say. So they talk a little bit about, you know, about Ludwig, and he was a guitar teacher, his dad, and you know, how Ludwig started listening to Metallica, and he also, one of his favorite bands, Pantera. So obviously that makes a lot of sense. You know, a guy that really can make music. Obviously, he listened to Pantera and Metallica when he was a kid, you know. So that was the highlight of the show for me. Basically, I thought that was extremely cool. Also, cool to meet a lot of you know, the people in the business for sure. But we didn't win. Maybe another day. Who knows? Hiya. All right, good friends. Question of the day. I figured I would feature 2 questions today because why the hell not? You guys have a lot of questions and. Just trying to make content, okay? First question from Braindead BCH.
Hello, Ola. Have you completely give up on learning drums?
Well, let's just say that I started playing drums, you know, a couple of years ago, and I got myself a drum kit and all that. And then, you know, my herniated disc happened, and, you know, basically couldn't sit at all. I mean, I'm sitting right now, which is great. That's success in my book. You know, I had a herniated disc. I went and had pain for 2 years, and then I had a surgery. Okay, so it's not fully fixed, but 95% better than it was back then. And since I couldn't really sit, and since I couldn't really do stuff, I'm kind of. I wouldn't say that it hurts to play, but I can't sit for a long time. The drumming has definitely suffered because of this. But, I mean, I can still sit down and do some shit. It's when I sit straight and do, you know, double kicks or something like that for a longer period of time, you know, I will eventually start feeling it. So when you had a herniated disc, or if you have a herniated disc, you just don't want that static bumping happening. And then, I mean, I basically packed up my drum kit in there because I needed more space. However, I'm not calling this off. I'm not calling this off. Don't you worry. And truth be told, probably lack of time too. I've just had so much to do. So it's just prioritizing, man. Unfortunately. I wish I had more time to play the drums. Anyways, next question.
How come you haven't hung up the Badlands guitar like you promised?
Jimmy Norris Jr., thank you so much for that question. Actually, he asked this question in many videos of mine. He seems very concerned about this guitar and how I have not put it up on the wall in the other room. To the question why, the answer is simple. That's just how I work, man. I say a lot of things and then I just don't have the time for it. But, you know, we have time in this video. I figured I would just bring out the guitar, hang it up there, make Jimmy Norris Jr. happy. It's just content, man. By the way, this is the room that you don't see that often. Look how organized it is. I'm fucking amazed, actually. All right, let's see if I can find the guitar in the first place. I think it might be here, actually. Back behind all these inky cases. This is the Badlands guitar that I got sent to me from Lewis. Lewis has been doing YouTube for many, many years. I think even as long as I have made videos, or even longer even. He started his own brand, Badlands. At first it was in conjunction with Philip McKnight, but eventually I think he just did it himself. So this is an insanely cool guitar, you guys. If you haven't seen the video, I would recommend seeing the video. I mean, take a look at this fucking beauty right here. That is cool as hell. And you have that spark, a little bit of spark in that tiger uppercut finish right there. So, hell yeah, for the sake of Jimmy Norris Jr., I figured I would just fucking put this on the wall. Make him happy. I mean, I like making people happy. Oh, that's the case falling down right there. Oh, you know a guitar has been in Sweden for a bit when the frets are a little sharp. All right, where do I put this though? Where do I put this? Where will it be seen the most? And what can I change? Can't really change that much, can I? Let me just switch out this standby guitar here for a second. That look good. That actually matches really well with the JPM right there. That's actually kind of cool. Look at that. There you go. Hope you're happy. Jimmy Jones, Jimmy Norris Jr. Hope you're happy. I hope you have a great day. That's question of the day for you right there. Ha! That's it for Sunday with Ola 285 for you right there. I hope you had a great show. I did, at least. I feel like I had a good show. This coming week, I'm playing with frickin' Accept in Stockholm. And John Norum and Fredrik Åkesson of Opeth will also be there. So hopefully I get to talk to them a little bit and maybe snag a little adventures with Ola from there. Wouldn't that be cool? Hell yeah, man. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in for today. Hope you have a great Sunday. Hug your loved ones, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.